Guys, it's Street Crypto here, back for another video. In today's video, I want to talk about BitTorrent and BTT, as well as giving you guys a price prediction. So BTT is currently sitting at 0.37 cents, seeing around about a stable increase of 0.4% in the last 24 hours, seeing a market cap of just under $2.5 billion. Looking at the all-time charts, we can see that BTT, sorry, has an all-time high near 1.3 cents. Now this graph isn't exactly right, but 1.3 cents it's around its all-time high. If you don't know what BitTorrent is, BitTorrent essentially is a file sharing and torrent platform which has become increasingly decentralized in recent years. So BitTorrent is used much like for file sharing and downloading files off the internet. And BitTorrent has become really popular because of its integration with blockchain. So BitTorrent was purchased by TRON in July of 2018, and the actual BitTorrent idea and code was written in July of was originally released in July of 2001. So TRON actually owns BitTorrent at the moment. So it is a product of TRON and the TRON network. So some things I want to get into for BitTorrent is that BitTorrent and TRON announced a Binance Smart Chain integration for cross-chain solution. So essentially TRON and BitTorrent have announced the integration of the Binance Smart Chain to their cross-chain scaling solution, the BitTorrent chain. The Binance Smart Chain will be one of the first public chains in the BitTorrent chain ecosystem, and it will focus on bringing cross-chain features to users. For example, facilitating the exchange and circulation of cross-chain assets. So why is this important? Well, it means that BitTorrent and the TRON network is branching out to other blockchains, other ecosystems, and is allowing users to transfer funds and integrate into the TRON and BitTorrent network. So it's a really good sign for mass adoption into the BitTorrent and TRON ecosystem. And the next thing I want to get into is the amount of wallets that BitTorrent Speed has. So what wallet accounts on the BitTorrent Speed has exceeded 279 million. Now that is a lot of wallets, and if you don't know what BitTorrent Speed is, essentially it aims to incentivize more users to seed and share bandwidth with BTT, so rewards, so as to deliver a superior download experience to users across the world. Now 280 million wallets is a crazy number, especially for one platform / one service in the form of BitTorrent Speed. So it is a really good sign to see that 280 million people are using the BitTorrent Speed network, and this was written in September, so I'm sure it's grown since then to closer to 300 million wallets at the moment. But the thing I really want to talk about is just some price action for BTT and where I think we're headed. Now, BTT is currently trading at, as I said before, 0.37 cents, not even at a cent yet. But that doesn't mean you can't see any gains with BTT. It just means the supply of the token is quite high. As for price action, BTT has been respecting this upward trend line on the 4-hour. And we're currently ranging in between the 0.35 and 0.42 mark. So where do I expect us to go from here? Well, I expect us to reach the 0.42 mark again, and then we're either going to see one of two things happen. We're either going to reject, as we've seen many times here. We saw it once, twice, 3, 4, 5. It's just been a major rejection zone since about September. So that would be one option, which I think could happen, and I think it will happen, as RSI is decently low, and it looks like a move up at this point is likely to 0.42 cents. Now, the thing you would really want to see is a wick above it at the 4-hour, but not just a wick. We would want to see a strong close. So a strong close would look something like this, and then we get a close, and then we form a new candle and close above it without major resistance, but that would be unlikely. I imagine if we do get a close above it, we'll see a red candle testing support at 0.42 again, and then either move up or we close and come back down into this zone. But I would say the likely case at this point is testing this resistance and then either getting a breakdown or a down. But for now, testing resistance at 0.42 looks very, very likely. And if we were to get rejection like we've seen many times here, we would simply just come back down and test this trend line again at 0.38, and then we would either bounce off like something like this, back towards the resistance, but eventually it's going to break. We're either going to break it to the upside, which would look likely if Bitcoin was in a decent position, or we're going to get a breakdown to the downside, which would see us test support at 0.35 and then more support at 0.3. Now, if you're looking to set orders for BTT, I would say now is a decent time. Obviously, we're still ranging, so there's not much action going on. But considering all-time highs are, we're down around about 70% from all-time highs. It's not a bad time to buy, in my opinion. If you're buying at all-time highs, that is the most riskiest thing you can do, in my opinion. So BTT in position in the long term is looking really, really good. As for long-term price predictions, I imagine that BTT will be testing around about 0.7 within February. Now, I imagine we can see that in February. If things go well with Bitcoin, obviously nothing's going to change with BTT if Bitcoin just doesn't produce. But I would say things are looking good for the markets at the moment, and there is a lot of things to take out of BTT, especially its utilization and how things have been going. But that was just a quick video on BTT. If you guys want me to check out any other cryptos, let me know down below. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.